Hi everyone, hope you well. At first, I want to say that this video is education purpose. Our today's topic is different penis types. Then let's start.
Penises come in a wide variety of different shapes, sizes, and styles. And you can have sex that satisfies you and your partner no matter how you're hung. Trying out plenty of positions can help you find the ones that hit just the right spot. Penises are as unique as the people they hang from, and they're all good. More than good. Really. There's no such thing as a bad shape or size. Just bad information on how to use it. Let's talk about what makes all penises awesome, how to love the one you've got, and how to make the most of it if you have sex. The penis is an organ. No, not a muscle, that's made primarily of spongy tissue. This spongy tissue fills with blood to cause an erection, so you can have penetrative solo or partnered sex. It looks pretty straightforward, but a penis is actually quite complex. Thank you very much. It consists of the glans, head, corpus, shaft, and prepuce, foreskin. It's also home to the urethra, the thin tube through which urine and semen exits the body. If there's anything typical about penis shape, it's that most tend to be cylindrical, often with a wider, or at least a more pronounced head. Curved upward. Like a banana, this penis curves slightly upward, at least when it's erect. Orgasms aren't the be-all and end-all of partnered sex, but having the upward curve provides an advantage by making it easier to stimulate the G-spot, a spot, and prostate. Pro tip: you can keep it simple with any variation of the missionary position, and still rock their world thanks to that curve. That goes for penis and vagina, P and V, and anal sex. Curved downward. The curved downward penis is just as it sounds. A penis that, when hard, has a slight downward curve. Think. A banana turned upside down. Like your upward counterpart, your curve also gives you an edge when it comes to reaching the hot spots that run along the front wall of the vagina or rectum. The key to making the most of the curve is flipping your partner around to get you closer to those pleasure spots. Pro tip: turn that frown upside down with rear entry positions. C-shaped. This type of penis has a noticeable curve to the right. If you or a partner is rocking a curve, a willingness to experiment with different angles will help you find what works for everyone. Positions that allow you to work the curve toward the front wall of the vagina or rectum give you the same hotspot advantage as those with banana shapes. Straight. The straight penis maintains pretty much the same shape from shaft to head. With no angles to accommodate, you can E-E-N-I, E-M, E-E-N-I, E-M-I-N-E-Y-mo your way through every sex position you both consent to with little to no tweaking required. Bigger base with narrow head. This penis is thicker at the base and narrows as you get closer to the head, giving it a cone shape. Like all shapes, this one's got some solid perks. The narrower head makes for easier entry, and a wider base provides more stimulation the deeper you go. Narrow base with larger head. The hammer penis, which is long and thin with a much larger head, has all the makings for a good nailing. Wink. The extra girth at the tip stimulates the vaginal or rectal walls, creating friction that'll feel good for both. Smaller than average length and girth. The gherkin falls on the shorter and narrower side of average. Don't you dare knock the smaller stature, because porn-sized Ds aren't necessary for amazing sex. Shorter than average length and thick girth. The kielbasa is shorter, stout, and able to stimulate the vaginal or rectal walls like nobody's business. There are oodles of sensitive nerve endings packed in and around either entry point, so the shorter length makes for some pretty toe-curling penetration for both parties. Average length and girth. Congrats, Goldilocks! The cucumber isn't too big or too small, but just right for any position you want to try. No tweaking necessary. Larger than average length and girth. The salami is the type of appendage you're most likely to see in porn. Long and thick. While it may leave some jumping for joy, it can also be a little daunting to take in. Literally. The key to making the most of it is to use lots of lube and try positions that let the receiver have more control. Larger than average length and thin girth. To be clear, the pencil type isn't actually pencil thin, but it's notably longer and narrower than average. To make the best use of a thin penis, stick to tight-legged positions. The tighter space is pleasurable for all, and still lets the receiver control how much of the length they take in. Skin color. Regardless of race, a penis can be considerably different from the rest of the person it's attached to. The same goes for vulvas and nipples. This is because of your sex hormones regulate melanocyte cells' trusted source, which are responsible for pigmentation. Rising testosterone levels throughout life makes skin darker, with a brown or grayish hue down there. Blood flow during erections can make it reddish or even purple. It's all totally common and has zero impact on function. Circumcised. Circumcised penises, which make up 37 to 39% trusted source of the peens of the world, have had the foreskin removed. This means the head is on display at all times and there's no need to pull back skin to access it. When it comes to pleasure, having or not having foreskin makes no difference. Uncircumcised. An uncircumcised penis has the foreskin intact. Only part of the head is visible unless it's erect, and even then, it depends on how much skin there is. Hairy. Hair around the base of the penis and balls is pretty much a given, unless it's removed. You may even notice a few stragglers on the shaft. It's all good. Smooth. With not a vein or bump in sight, a smooth penis makes for a silky smooth entry. Veiny. Some cocks have uber-accentuated veins, especially when they're aroused. A veiny penis comes down to genetics and muscle, and it's totally not a big deal. Freckled. Freckles come down to pigmentation that can be more pronounced in some areas than others. It's purely aesthetic. Think you know it all when it comes to your penis? Here are some things you might not know, but should. Boners help keep your penis healthy. Boners happen by way of blood flow, and that blood carries oxygen to your penis that helps keep it in shape. If you're able to get erections, by all means do. Masturbate, have sex with a partner, or do anything else that gets you hard, whether you climax or not. Sex dreams and morning would count. Keeping your body and mind healthy matters too. Your physical and mental health can impact your penis health, so staying on top of both is important if you want to keep your penis functioning at its best. The same healthy lifestyle habits that reduce your risk of chronic diseases can also help your penis, including eating a balanced diet, getting regular movement, getting enough sleep, keeping your stress levels down, limiting or avoiding smoking. If you have partnered sex, use a barrier and get tested for sexually transmitted infections. STIS as often as is recommended. Your partner should ideally do the same. If you plan to have sex without a condom, know the risks and have a candid conversation with your partner about status and expectations. Getting to know your penis will make it easier to spot any new or unusual changes that could indicate an underlying health condition. Pay attention to how your dick looks and feels when you masturbate. Take a moment to inspect it in the shower. Don't forget to check your balls while you're at it. No two penises are alike and no one type is better than another, so try to focus on the pleasure it's capable of instead of its appearance.
Hope you gain knowledge from this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.